Jordan.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, we're on, and time is 1:30. This is Bill Canada, Custer County Board of Health Chairman, and this is Wednesday, August the 21st, 2024. Mute your phones. I beat you to it.
Got it.
All right. Okay, we're meeting here in the boardroom in Custer County. We will be recording this meeting both on Zoom and by way of YouTube. And there are people that are online, and if they speak, we'll get them. I know that the only one I've seen is Rhonda that's on. Is there anybody else?
Rhonda, I have one that's just office.
Yeah, that's true.
And Mary Ellen's iPad.
Okay. All right, so I call this meeting to order, and let's stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, roll call, and since we're here to hire the health director today, board director, I will call the roll call. Lucas Epp. Present. Board of Health member. Kevin Day.
Present.
Board of Health member candidate here. And we also have here in the room our HR Bob Smith. And so Bob will be taking a couple of the minutes here and some notes for us, and then we'll make that the record when we're done.
We have that all down.
In the room, we've got Jim Gilbert, citizen. That's a movie. And online, we've got Rhonda, and it's the only one that I know of so far. All right, any amendments to the agenda? This is open just for the
No, sir.
selection of our new business. No reports, no old business, and the new business is the discussion for on the candidates and hiring and making a selection of the next health director for the public health agency for Custer County. So with that, Bob, you got any comments to make before I say anything else?
I reached out to the two applicants you interviewed, let them know that you would be meeting today to discuss next steps.
Okay. And for the public's interest, we had two applicants there, both excellent candidates, qualified candidates. So we felt comfortable moving forward, and we did close the applications. So with that, let's open it up for some discussion on candidate B first. You guys can make some comments. Think about it. Generically.
See that candidate B has good energy, insight, able to fill the position if it came down to all the grants and state positions, or state money, federal money would go away. They can still fill a very practical role in dealing with
Local.
Yeah, dealing with our local affairs and local things that need to happen. So I think that was a major plus there is just being able to take care of the practical things if the grants would happen to go away for whatever reason.
Kevin?
I would concur with, can't say commissioner, so I'll say Board of Health member F on his statements there. I also felt that candidate B seemed to be very well prepared, very well put together. and able to, I guess you would say, think well and speak on the fly when given that opportunity, or when asked those questions that didn't have a scripted answer. Lots of energy, and seemed to have the ability to lead.
Okay, any other? I'll concur with what you both said. I think candidate B was also very energetic and very, I think would be potentially a better leader than candidate A. That doesn't mean candidate A couldn't do it. They both were very, well, the criteria, they meet all the requirements, the education as well, and experience for the job too, I think equally well. Candidate A was probably more in tune with the technical pieces of the job as opposed to some of the work with schools and work with people and work with that from a personality point of view, but not that it was bad. It was, I think they're both capable. So tough decision. How about you, Bob? You got any comments, any way or one or the other? You watched both of them.
I think they were both technically very good. I think candidate B, I think would have a very strong ability to try and move in moving the department forward. And I guess they've had challenges. I think recently, I think candidate B would be very well suited to try to correct and bring all that stuff together. I think that candidate B would be followed by the employees well.
That brings up a very good point, and I would think, I agree. I think candidate B is a stronger team builder.
Yes.
My view.
I would agree with that. I think candidate B has the ability to think outside the box in a way that is not only good for their department, but for other departments and for the county as a whole, and has a good working relationship with the people of this county.
I think candidate B had a bigger strategic vision, longer range as well. Both of them were thinking beyond, but
Yes, I would agree.
your thoughts, Ken?
Yeah, candidate A was a strong candidate as well. I just believe that I would lean more to candidate B, just given the overall nuances and the strengths that were shown there.
And we're lucky to have both apply.
Yeah. They both brought some unique strengths to them, and some things that we do need to look at in the future, and it's Bob and I have already talked about one of those issues already to look at as a whole from an employee standpoint. So they brought good ideas, fresh ideas to the table that that deal with new things that we just have pushed to the side for a while. So
Okay, I got a final comment, and I think both of them have a good relationship with the state. people. I think both of them have a different relationship. They don't have the same relationships. I think candidate B has a little bigger, broader reach than candidate A did at the state level. They'll both be good, but we need that relationship because they need to understand it and pass along the right things to the county and sort out the stuff that doesn't apply. A lot of stuff that gets in the noise and worries people that it's something else that's not important here necessarily, which has happened in the past. So I like candidate B also.
No, I think that's a good point, is they were really focused on what is happening here, what is going on here, and working on trying to improve the health of the citizens here in Custer County.
Any drawbacks?
One candidate you might have to say whoa to in time, or two,
It's all in vain.
one candidate may have to drive. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly true. Okay. Have a motion?
I will make a motion to accept the application of candidate B.
I'll second it. Any discussion, any more thoughts?
I would like to thank both of them for applying. I'm glad both of them already live here because that eliminates a major hurdle. So that I think that's good, and I see that, or I believe that both will stay engaged. So.
Okay.
I saw in both of them, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just saw in both candidates a heart for the county and a heart for that
For the job.
over there, so, I appreciated that, and, so we got one slot.
Yeah. Okay. And we can open it up for a question from the community. We don't need that, but any questions out here?
Sure. I'm always full of questions. Just on a quick process thing, and I might be getting this confused with school board process, but
Don't confuse us with that.
Okay.
it was my understanding when there were two finalists that the applications were no longer confidential.
Take me to answer.
Yeah, go ahead, because that's the issue.
For school, for like the superintendent of schools,
That's true.
So,
or for county level, if it were a county administrator, that would be the case.
okay.
But whether it's just a department head, that is not the case.
Right.
The state statute requires for executive level, and I don't quote me on the term, but there's a type of level of position where
Okay.
those positions become public. A public health director is not in that category.
That's unfortunate, but
That's just it.
that's just the way it is. Well, I can't ask you about your feelings on certain characteristics because you're already doing that. I'll save my rest of my comments for public comment after you're done.
Okay.
Nobody has any hang up on my,
No hands up.
No hands.
All right, I'll call for the vote. Lucas,
Aye.
Kevin,
I,
Kanda, aye. Okay, next step will be for Bob, if you would, make a phone call now, if you could,
Yeah, I will contact
before we
you.
close the meeting.
I will call them.
And we'll see if the person will accept the offer, and if it doesn't, then we'll have to negotiate or not. We'll see what the word is.
Sure.
And so we'll just recess for that period of time.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll recess, go. So he can shut it down.
area of finance to help vet the candidates for that. None of that particular process was done here in a case where I would say that you three, as the Board of Commissioners, have much more experience and or expertise to hire a finance director than you do to hire a public health director. So it's disappointing, to say the least, that the public health director position did not warrant the same level of dedication or investigation or depth of investigation that the finance director did. And that, that is a concern. I know of several people in the county who would make very good public health directors. I'll just keep my fingers crossed that you're having to choose one of them. I guess that's it.
Thanks for the comment. I'll just make a quick comment, but good job. Well, one of the reasons it's different, Jim, was because the finance director's job description, when we had to break it apart, required a lot of work to make a good finance description. Public health director, we did that when we reorganized way back when we had to reset up and start over and write the right resolutions to create the public health agency. Then that job description that we did come up with conformed with exactly what the state requirements were, and the state actually commented on it for us. So I felt confident enough that the job description was adequate. If there's other people in the county that could have applied and should have applied, that maybe is an issue if we didn't get the right breadth of circulating the application that it was due. And I think there's a lot of people who are aware that we need a new health agency director. So thanks for the input. And you're right. I take it seriously. On job descriptions for the county, all of them, and that's part of the thing we're going to do on our little workshop, is look at what we've got with the rest of our vacancies that we have and what the future might have for us to help. Other good news is we've got an HR person full-time now that helps with that on all applications now, because there's an input, a need for HR on everything. We even learned that today on working with CTSI. Did you watch the
No.
Yeah. So today we had CTSI in with the insurance and the liabilities and all that, and HR was key on most of the discussion we had in that aspect, as well as some of the other things we did today. So I'm glad Bob's here. Anyway, thanks for the comment.
You touched on it, I'll just comment real quick. That is one of the differences in the process. Is when we started the finance process, we did not have an HR person in place, which changes the dynamics of everything as well. And he has been very beneficial on a lot of things since he has been on board. And so one of the reasons for the differences, not all of the differences, reasons, but part of it.
The next scheduled meeting is September 25th. Do we want to wait till then to have a meeting with our new director, or do we want to move that?
Let's move it up.
Okay.
Take it. Let's see, 20. We ought to do it. We ought to do it mid-month. We can do that way. We don't crowd the front of the month with meetings. Maybe the October, when are we doing the budget stuff? We'll have to put it toward the third week, or are we doing that? Anything?
If we can move it to like middle of September, between the 16th and the 20th.
Sure.
We get like, I don't know, the afternoon of the 19th or something like that.
And that new director time.
Or
get
18th.
on the ground.
Maybe the 18th in the afternoon.
Do the 18th.
Or are you going to the dentist that day?
No.
And
The
do
18th.
early afternoon,
The 18th is
you want to do a 1 or 1:30?
1, 2, 1.
September.
He'll make the BOCC meeting end at 11:30.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I'll
Okay.
have Jordan change it on the schedule from the 25th to the 18th.
Okay.
So that's when I planned those out quarterly, so. And then is the director gonna schedule those? Or
I'll
you-
work with her, I'll get her, she's been, because him, or her, to, look at. Okay?
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'll adjourn the meeting